When you hear the word Sufism, you might think of whirling dervishes spinning in trance, or mysterious mystics chanting names of God. But Sufism is more than just a mesmerizing performance, or a collection of ancient rites. It's a path, a journey inward, deeply rooted in the heart of Islam. It's about love, devotion, and transforming one's soul to reach an intimate connection with God. Yet, despite its captivating beauty and promise of peace, Sufism remains less popular in the modern Islamic world. So, why is that? Let's explore this unique dimension of Islam and why it often lives in the shadows of more mainstream Islamic practices. What is Sufism? Sufism is the inner mystical dimension of Islam. Unlike other branches that focus heavily on the exoteric, meaning the outward acts of worship, the laws, and community norms, Sufism focuses on the esoteric, or inward, aspects of faith. Sufis believe that beneath every ritual, prayer, or verse of the Quran, there's a deeper meaning. They strive to uncover that meaning through intense devotion, reflection, and by purifying the heart. Imagine you're on a journey to meet a loved one. Following a map is crucial. It tells you where to go. But reaching that person also requires more than directions. It demands love, patience, and devotion. For Sufis, Sharia, or Islamic law is the map, but the love and devotion needed to reach God. This is the heart of Sufism. The history and evolution of Sufism. Historically, Sufism grew from the practices of early Muslims who renounced the world's material distractions in favor of devoting themselves entirely to God. Figures like Rabi'a al-Adawiyya of Basra, a woman mystic known for her boundless love for God, captured this spirit. Rabi'a didn't pray for heaven or fear hell. She simply worshipped God out of love, seeking nothing in return. This form of love-centered spirituality attracted many, and Sufi orders began to spread across the Islamic world from the 8th century onward. Over time, Sufism found its way to India, Persia, Turkey, and North Africa. It adapted, mingling with local cultures and inspiring countless poets, including Rumi, Hafiz, and Al-Hallaj. These poets didn't just write. They wrote from the depths of a yearning heart, yearning for closeness with the divine. Their verses weren't just poems, they were maps for the soul's journey to God. So, why has this beautiful path, a path that deeply connects the heart and soul, faded in popularity? Firstly, one of the biggest reasons is misunderstanding. Many Muslims think Sufism involves practices that stray too far from mainstream Islam. Sufis engage in rituals like dhikr or chanting, which they believe brings them closer to God. But to some, it can look like an innovation or even something foreign to Islam. This perception has led to accusations that Sufism incorporates un-Islamic traditions or even magical practices. Another reason for its unpopularity is politics and control. Throughout history, Sufism has often been seen as a movement of resistance. Sufis often emphasize detachment from power and wealth, making them stand apart from rulers who sought to control religious life. In some cases, rulers even suppressed Sufi orders to prevent any potential resistance. In modern times, with the rise of more literalist and legalistic forms of Islam, like Wahhabism, Sufism has faced even greater challenges. These movements tend to emphasize strict adherence to Sharia law and view anything outside its boundaries as dangerous. Sufism, with its focus on the mystical and the unseen, doesn't fit neatly into this framework, making it an easy target for criticism. Despite the challenges, Sufism has a remarkable appeal to both Muslims and non-Muslims alike. Why? Because it speaks to the universal human longing for peace and connection to something greater than oneself. Sufism isn't confined by the walls of a mosque. or limited by religious laws. It reaches out to anyone who's ever yearned for love, beauty, and unity. Rumi, a 13th century Sufi poet, is one of the best-selling poets in the world today, his verses touching hearts regardless of religious background. He speaks to something timeless, the call for unity with the divine. Furthermore, in an era of stress, alienation, and conflict, Sufism offers a path to inner peace. By focusing on love, forgiveness, and humility, Sufis cultivate qualities that inspire people to become kinder, more compassionate, and more connected to others. In many ways, Sufism isn't just a practice, it's a remedy for the heart. So, will Sufism ever be popular? Perhaps not. Sufism doesn't seek popularity. It's a path for those who are willing to journey inward, who aren't satisfied with just performing rituals, but want to understand and connect deeply. It's a call for those willing to let go of their egos and immerse themselves in divine love. Yet, even in its quiet obscurity, Sufism's message remains loud and clear. God is not a distant entity to be feared, but a beloved to be adored. Sufism doesn't promise heaven, it promises love. And for those who understand, that's a paradise worth pursuing. In the end, Sufism's unpopularity might be its greatest strength. It's a hidden gem, a path for those who feel a deeper longing and are brave enough to explore it. So, the next time you hear a Sufi poem, see a dervish whirl, or hear the chant of Allahu Allah, remember, it's an invitation. An invitation not just to practice, but to fall in love. And, like all true loves, it's not about being popular, it's about being real.
If you're enjoying our content and want to see more, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like this video. Your support helps us grow and reach more people. Also, if you'd like to help us produce even more frequent and high-quality content, consider contributing to us on Patreon. Every little bit helps, and it means the world to us. So, share with your friends, and let's keep this journey going together. Thanks for all your support.